Welcome to the Real CP Show. I'm your host, CP. And today's topic, this missionary wife, Anglo, was a mastermind in a connected plot to murder her missionary's husband in Angola, Africa, which unfortunately led to his unalivement. How many more males does it require to not see through that there are numbers and numbers and numbers of violent numbers of women? That there are numbers of women out there who will pretend to put on a smile of a face, an innocent face, an angelic face, but deep down only wants to plot and plunder numbers of males economically, socially, or however. And I get to the point when you see the story, and I'll talk about that for half a second, where the amount of money that was offered was also disgusting on that. But the thing about it, you have some personnel that'll be like, well, I mean, they talking about women. That's misogyny because not all. Go to Hades. I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that little disgusting sinister tactic. See, the point is it not true what happened in this? Not that it doesn't apply to all women, because it's not all. Again, not playing that tactic. That is an infantile, childish, elementary tactic that should be thrown in the trash cans of mental manipulation tactics. But unfortunately, it keeps succeeding upon millions within numbers of males' mentalities, with few exceptions. Let me go ahead and play this video about this particular story. Just sinister. Just outright sinister. Give me one moment, Hero. Give me 1 second, Hero. Where is this video here? Give me one moment.
Tonight, new charges against the wife of a Minnesota missionary suspected of orchestrating her husband's murder in Africa. Thanks for joining us. I'm Julie Nelson. Beau Scheuer was found dead in October, and today their church in Detroit Lakes confirmed Angolan officials charged Jackie Scheuer with hiring his killers. Raya Katene looked into the case and joins us with the new details tonight. Raya?
Well, it was exactly exactly 4 months ago today that Buttt was tragically killed in Angola. He, his wife, and 5 children were in Africa for almost 3 years, occasionally traveling back. He, his wife, and 5 children were in Africa for almost 3 years, occasionally traveling back and forth to Minnesota. He, his wife, and 5 children were in Africa for almost 3 years, occasionally traveling back and forth to Minnesota, back here to see friends and their family at home. But now Butt's wife Jackie is facing murder charges and awaiting trial in Angola, as news outlets there say authorities believe she's the mastermind behind the alleged murder. Facing murder charges and awaiting trial in Angola, as news outlets there say authorities believe she's the mastermind behind the alleged murder. 2 words, love and sadness, make their way into every update written by the lead pastor at Lakes Area Vineyard Church about the death of 44-year-old Buttt Schroyer.
Ask God, Vineyard, to bring justice for Butt's murder. Ask God to unveil the truth clearly and soon.
Troy Easton leads the church Buttt and his family were a part of in Detroit Lakes. The last update in Butt's case, Easton writes, saddens him immensely. Butt's wife, Jackie Schroyer, has been charged in connection to her husband's murder. According to the Angola press agency, Easton writes, saddens him immensely. Butt's wife, Jackie Schroyer, has been charged in connection to her husband's murder. According to the Angola press agency, the father of 5 was killed in a violent alleged murder-for-hire attack on October 25th while serving as a missionary in Angola, Africa. Agency, the father of 5 was killed in a violent alleged murder-for-hire attack on October 25th while serving as a missionary in Angola, Africa. Just days after Butt's death, the Angolan news outlet said Jackie and 2 other men were arrested in connection to the alleged murder. The outlet says Angolan authorities alleged Jackie was in a relationship with the family's housekeeper and were arrested in connection to the alleged murder. The outlet says Angolan authorities alleged Jackie was in a relationship with the family's housekeeper and claim he was one of 3 men Jackie hired to kill her husband for hire attack on October 25th while serving as a missionary in Angola, Africa. Just days after Butt's death, the Angolan news outlet said Jackie and 2 other men were arrested in connection to the alleged murder. The outlet says Angolan authorities alleged Jackie was in a relationship with the family's housekeeper and claim he was one of 3 men Jackie hired to kill her husband in exchange for $50,000. And claim he was one of 3 men Jackie hired to kill her husband. Murder. The outlet says Angolan authorities alleged Jackie was in a relationship with the family's housekeeper and claim he was one of 3 men Jackie hired to kill her husband in exchange for $50,000. Over the phone, Butt's cousin Brett Schroyer, who did not want to go on camera, confirms Butt's body was transported back to Minnesota, where he was laid to rest in December. Butt and Jackie's 5 children are also back home and being taken care of by family. As Butt's loved ones await Jackie's trial, Brett says the wheels of justice are moving. Meanwhile, with love and sadness in their hearts, Butt's church family continues turning to prayer. And according to the statement from Lakes Area Vineyard Church, a court date has not been set as Jackie awaits trial. I did also reach out to the U.S. Department of State and FBI tonight to clarify if they have a role in this case. I've not heard back, Julie.
But you'll still have numbers of people that'll be doing just like this. They see nothing, they hear nothing, and they know nothing. If this was a woman missionary and he got together with 2 or 3 other Angolan type people, whichever tribes or whatever, and he was sitting there having relations with one of the woman housekeepers there, and they had several children. Do you know the outrage that will be happening and how toxic masculinity, and even within the Christianity, it's supposed to be about God and Christian values. Look at males always trying to sit there and use women. I know these games extremely well. But unfortunately, there's numbers of males, millions of males, that refuse to see that there are numbers of violent, sinister women among numbers of males. And here it is, this man was trying to do what he felt was God's work in a remote area of Angola, Africa. That's a whole different topic. It's a whole different topic, since there are some people that have some nerves that get away from this ancient continent of Africa. I'm talking about the ones who do that, not because of opportunities, and they still, they go to America. I'm just giving an example, and they still show the respect to American blacks. Oh, that's not the normalcy. There are those ones who run from the ancient continent of Africa and have the nerves to look down upon American blacks. Who for without the American blacks, black pain, many numbers of personnel are coming from Africa, the ones that's obliged to, the ones that have coonish and sellout ways, those ones wouldn't even be allowed to come to America. The nerve of some, but that's a different topic. So the thing about it is, again, if this was vice versa, there would be outrage. But again, when it's a woman in these kind of situations who commit these atrocious, be it direct or indirect murdererness or assaultness, right? Embezzlementness, etc. It's hard for numbers of people to wrap their mindset that it can't be trueness. Women are just angelic. No, that's not the way it is. There are numbers of good women, there are numbers of bad women. The problem is that feminism and this warp and this demonicism is spreading to various other areas. And there are numbers of males who just cannot compute that this is happening. But may this God's soul rest in peace, and may she have true justice. Most of the time, most women don't come to justice. They get a slap on the hand a few times. Some get a few longer sentences, but very small percentage actually receive true justice, like if it was a male that did that. Because there's numbers of males who still don't get it, just like this. Excuse me.
I bought you a little present.
You did? Well, where is it, honey?
Here, dear. Bought you a little present.
You did? Well, where is it, honey?
Here, dear. Little man, I've had a busy day.
You did? Well, where is it, honey?
Here, dear.
There are numbers of men, very, very few exceptions, that don't get it. That there is violent and destructive and sinister numbers of women out there. And more males better get on cue to stop looking at numbers of women as angelic and wholesome. And yes, there are some good women out there. So we're not going to play that little silly tactic. That doesn't change the fact that there is violent and mischievous and embezzlement and murderer type women out there. So we're not going to play that tactic. May this guy's soul rest. And he had 4 or 5 children. And she's supposed to have been a mother. And the extra sad part about, there was one of the Angolan guys that was supposed to be the bodyguard, that he had such low self-confidence, he got with this. He was definitely hard up. All the Harvard numbers of beautiful Angolan women out there. And he had to be so hard up, he had to get with this. That ungodliness of an animal-looking one. I thank you for tuning in to the Real CP Show.